Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United. It was supposed to be a Q&A, but when the news about Jim Ratcliffe came out today, or not even news about him, but him talking about Amorim, him talking about the Glazers as well. Quotes came out. That's the words I'm looking for, people. So that's why it is a ManDem United podcast. So please keep all your questions, all your comments, Manchester United related, please, people. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I was just eating beforehand. So yeah, people, like I was saying, Amorim's comments, Ratcliffe's comments on Amorim, Ratcliffe's comments on the Glazers as well, and just more Manchester United stuff. But big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV as always. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure people pay the tax when you enter the city of Sarcasm. So make sure I need you lot hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram and X and all socials. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, people. So like, share, subscribe. Before I get to it, let me big up you lot in the chat. Big up my like Cole Palmer in the cut. Big up Kingsman as well. Miles, I see you. Vikran also. I know you lot will have plenty to say as well. Big up to Andy also in the cut. Big up Jez. So here's what he said about Amorim, or some of what he said about Amorim. It's the main points, because I believe it was a longer interview. So United manager Ruben Amorim needs 3 years to prove he's a great coach, says co-owner Jim Ratcliffe. He goes on to say, where is it? Ratcliffe says, wait. Amorim's a good guy. Will need an extended amount of time to prove his worth. He's not at the best of seasons. Ruben needs to demonstrate he's a great coach over 3 years. That's where I would be. The press, sometimes I don't understand. They want overnight success. They think it's a light switch. You know, you flick a switch and it's all going to be roses tomorrow. You can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalists who go off on one every week. What else? Yeah, I'll get to the rest of it's about... Sorry, people. The rest of it is about the Glazers. So yeah, let me give my thoughts on it. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat, actually, before I do. Miles Johnson says, W Flawless, you called Ineos out from the start. All I've got to say about Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe is we never finished 15th under the Glazers. I do believe the quotes. Yes, Vikram. You're asking me, do I believe the quotes? Yes, I do. But you've hit the nail on the head here when you said, I personally think if we're in the relegation zone, the tune will change quick. Let's see what else. Is there something going on with the club, by the way? Talks about a new investor or something buying the club or something. Big Saudi official broke it an hour ago. Is that a reliable source, Jericho? And show that man got the GOAT Roy Keane there, man. Old school Roy Keane with the long hair also. Let's see. But yeah, let me know about that's news to me with Saudi. So you lot gotta let me know. Excuse the crazy hair as well, but we move. Also, it makes sense why Amorim has the confidence to speak the way he does in presses when he's got the owner saying stuff like this publicly. Here's my thoughts on it. No need to spam in the chat. If you spam, I will block. Just letting it be known right now. Vikram already took what I was going to say. This sounds fantastic. Patience sounds fantastic. It sounds great in football. It sounds like you're being understanding and you're willing to have a rocky ride, and you're willing to, to see the other side and see the light at the end of the tunnel and let results go bad. Let us get packed up by Liverpool. Let us not beat Brighton. Let us not beat Forest. Let us not beat Spurs. And the next international break and see if he's still got the same energy. It's like all the fans all this summer long who told me on my platform right here, on other platforms, on social media, how it's give Amorim time. I'm talking about fans here. We're going to wait and see. We've got rid of players. We've brought in players. He's had a preseason. They understand his system better. And then we played Arsenal and it was a good performance, even though we lost the game. Look what happened after Grimsby and Fulham. All it took was 2 games in 4 days, and all that patience and all that being understanding out the window. And that's what it is. This is results-based, and all you've done, shout out to my brother Tox, because he tweeted it before I did, and he said, all Ratcliffe has done has made this quote is going to be everywhere when you do sack him. I want this energy. When we're sat 15th, 16th, 17th, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points of relegation. When we've won one game a month again in the month of October, keep the same energy. That's all. Patience. Keep the same energy. That is it. That's where I'm at with it. All you've done now is put the spotlight on you even more. So as soon as he goes through a rocky road, it's going to be, oh, is it still the same thing? Are you still giving him 3 years? Are you still not? Are you still unwilling to sack him? Because that's another thing it doesn't say. I didn't have all the quotes. Warrior J's missed already, but shout out to Warrior J. But already it stated that sorry, not in that article, but it already stated Ratcliffe had stated that he wasn't going to sack him. So like I'm saying, my thing is keep the same energy. That's it. Keep the same energy. Yep, nothing has improved since coming in. I haven't read any of this, but what is that? What is that? The supposed expectations at year 3? That's a title race, right? Because 2028, there's a title race or title win. One of the two. I can't remember what Barada said, but it goes in line. Let's see. Where we at? I don't know how reliable he is, but ain't some random spoofer. First. I actually disagree with you, Flawless, because the gaffer legit has averaged 1 point a game for almost a Prem season. How much worse can it get? All right, hold you up. All right, Miles. Hold my water. How much worse can it get? Remember that. Like I said, because we're just coming off a win and it's international break, there's not a feel-good factor, but there's it's not that bad. And now the owners came out and backed him and said he needs 3 years and we're not going to sack him. Okay. All right. Telling you right now. All right. Wait until we go 0-4 in our next 4, then what? Because we're not winning any of our next 4 games. Let me just say that now. So November, make sure you have that same energy, man. I want to see an interview with Ratcliffe or quotes from an interview with Ratcliffe in November. Please do. Because man only want to talk and put out quotes after a win. Hey, do that after a loss. No, please do that after Liverpool. Please do that after Liverpool. Please. Now you said this, please. I want to hear you. I want to hear you. I can't lie, that interview is a stinker. This is a self-setup to make yourself look stupid unless he actually stays to his word. Here's the thing. And that's what it is, Jez. And also where he's already looked stupid was, remember, best in class. Was that not him? That was Ratcliffe, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Ratcliffe was the guy who said best in class. That's what we're aiming to do. So you think that Amorim's currently performing like a best in class and then have the cheek to say, oh, what was it? People, I need knee-jerk reaction. Knee-jerk reaction, the man said. Knee-jerk reaction. Man's won 1 Premier League game a month since February. It's October. He has a less than a 30% win rate. And you have the cheek to talk about a light switch and knee-jerk reaction. All right. I've done said it about the owners, though. I've done said it about Ineos. Not everyone's clocking on. And I ain't no oracle. I'm not the most intelligent. I didn't have a crystal ball. I can't see into the future. It was just obvious. It was obvious, people. And I kept saying this, and people were like, no, it's not the case. Manchester United are in a terrible state on the pitch and off the pitch. Talking about before Ineos. So Manchester United have been ran terribly and have been in a terrible state on the pitch and off the pitch. The Glazers overseen that. That long period of time where we was bad, the Glazers overseen that. So how can someone come along to buy the club or buy part of the club and they're willing to do a deal with the Glazers, and I'm led to believe they want what's best for Manchester United Football Club? Please make that make sense. So you want what's best for the football club, you're telling me. But you've done a deal and allowed the people to, or helped the people stay who have run us into the ground since they've got here for the past 2 decades. I think they took over 2005. And I'm supposed to believe you want what's best. I'll say this before, I'll put it back. I'll take it back from football in terms and just put it in real life terms. You have someone who is an enemy for life, sworn enemy. You and him go back and forth, sworn enemy. You've had arguments, you might have had fights, you might have dissed each other online, the whole nine. Everyone knows you and him don't like each other. Then Your best friend in your circle goes and does business with him. You think your best friend wants best for you. Make that make sense. And that's how I looked at it. If I have eternal beef with someone and someone I am close to goes and works with them, you don't want what's best for me. No, here the thing is though. The Rick and Ryan disagree with this, yeah, but Flawless, sometimes you got to do business with people you don't like. It happens. They don't dislike the Glazers. As he says here. Here we go. He don't dislike the Glazers. Here, let me check this. He says this. Not Ineos. The Glazers get a bad rap. They are passionate about the club. That's what he said. The Glazers get a bad rap. They are passionate about the club. So Ineos don't dislike the Glazers. You do, Virquin. I do. Manchester United fans worldwide do. They don't. He said they're good people. So that's where my issue lied. They went and did a deal with them. I know that Ineos had no issue with Glazers. I know. The point is I'm making, and I bring it back to content creator terms, people. Basics, and I've made this example before. I'll make this example again. Me here, Flawless, on Sarcasm City TV. Let's say there's a Manchester United. We'll just call him Manchester Bob. Everybody knows, and his channel is Manchester Bob. He's called Bob. He's a content creator, Manchester United fan. Everyone knows me and Manchester Bob don't get along. We've had arguments. We've scrapped. He's dissed me online. I've dissed him online. I've been in his chat dissing him. He's been in my chat dissing me. Everybody knows me and Manchester Bob do not get along. And then Jez, for example, goes and works and is on his Manchester Bob's channel regular. Do you not think Jez wants what's best for me and really fucks with me if I go work with Manchester Bob? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just that basic breakdown. Just to clarify, there's no Manchester Bob out there. If there is, there's no shots at you. I'm just breaking it. I'm just putting it in a content creator's perspective for you lot. Jez, I just used you as an example because you're here on a regular. This guy is right. But if Jez went and worked with him, or anyone you see here with me on a regular who I'm cool with, it's like Lewis went and worked with him, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You know, me and him don't get along. Like, genuinely don't get along. It's not just something like we've had genuine arguments. Like, it's on site when we see each other. But all right. Yeah, but they want what's best. Like I say, people are gonna see it now. Yeah, Jez, you just being an Egypt. That's the thing with Ineos. They've actually done well in regards to everything else outside of the managerial thing. I don't criticize them for anything else. I criticize them for two things. One, the managerial side of things. The managerial appointments are fucking horrendous. Absolutely diabolical. And secondly, doing a deal with the Glazers. The cutting of staff, the new training facilities, transfers, incomings and outgoings, all well and good. I have no issues with any of that stuff. But we've tanked on the pitch. We have gone backwards at an alarming rate under your ownership. We've finished 15th in your first full year. And we're probably going to finish dependent on manager. But if we stick with this guy, we ain't finishing top 10, I'll tell you that much. So we're not in top half finishes. We're now at the Carabao Cup in the second round. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. The thing is, Lucky, if you want to hear Bob's side of the story, I hear that, but then you word to Adrian Broner, you ain't with me. You ain't brethren. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? If you my brethren and you don't genuinely have issues with someone, you're not going to see me go and work with them. If me and you are cool. That's just how I operate. Some people are different. So if I'm trying to think, who can I use? I've used Aaron, for example, who's one who helped me in this space. He actually put me on. Shout out to Aaron Sakaya every single time. If he had genuine issues with a content creator, you're not going to see me working with that content creator. But the copium the owners are running with, though, Flawless, is that United have been unlucky. They have to run with something. Because if you look at it like from a logical, balanced perspective, there's no argument to back up what you're saying. There's no substance. There's no substance to back up, to be backing AMORIM. So they have to go with, oh, we were unlucky. Oh, it was a red card here, an injury here. Oh, a poor performance here, etc. Like, he came in halfway through. All the rubbish we've heard already. All the nonsense we've heard. So much stupidness. For real. Tidied up and can't even find certain things. I don't know what's going on. Foolishness. But yeah, all this patience and all this nonsense, yeah, it'll soon go out the window, I'm telling you. It just sounds fantastic. It just sounds fantastic. Nah, I believe them, Soccer. I believe them. I believe that they believe that now, but that'll go out the window. Let us be 4 points off relegation. Let's even say come the start of December. Let's say December the 1st, United is at 17th, 4 points off relegation. I bet. And then we play a team who's either below us or a team that's just above us, and we lose that game. All right, man. You just set yourself up. All of these quotes are just going to be used against you. It's like best in class. Best in class. That doesn't get used against them enough, to be honest, because this is a complete shit show in regards to the managerial side of things. And it's just sheer ignorance at this point. And I have the cheek to say knee-jerk reaction and people want an instant success. No, I just want 2 Premier League wins in a month. Please give me that. I want 2 Premier League games, 1 in the same month. I want 2 wins a row in the Premier League. Basics. Can you provide me that? But I have the cheek to talk about overnight success. All right, man. Okay. And they want what's best for it. All right. It sounds mad to me to even say this, even though all the stats and facts are out there. Arteta truly became a symbol of failure. It's crazy. Let's see what else you lot are saying. But do I still believe he gets sacked, by the way? Yes, people. Let me clarify that. If the new investor news are true, those shares, are they? I don't know. Like I said, Soccer, I'm not sure who said it. I'm not sure who said it. I remember the pressures that were calling for Sir Alex Ferguson in his first 2 years. Look at Arteta with Arsenal. He faced a tough time in his first 2 years. What has Arteta won since? And people need to stop comparing it to the Sir Alex Ferguson scenario for 2 reasons. One is that was 1986. Before I was born and before the vast majority of you lot was born. And the people watching back and the people listening on audio platforms. And secondly as well, look at Sir Alex Ferguson's record before he joined Manchester United. That gave him time. Acting like that doesn't matter. What are we doing here? Never seen so much heard so much foolishness in my life. Clutching at straws. Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Huh? Ridiculous. What is going on? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. See that? I tidy up in there and lose some of my shit. Like, I don't even know where my stuff is. Fucking hell. Oh no, there we go. But yeah, as I was saying, yo, run up the likes, you lot, actually. Before I continue, run up the likes. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. How many likes we on? There's just under 60 of you lot in here. And we're only at... Yo, they messed up everything on friggin'... Right, we're at 30 likes, people. Yeah, YouTube Studio, they messed it around. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. We're at 32. 2 people just subscribed. And in regards to, 2 people just hit the like button. In terms of subscribers, we're 1 short of 15,000 to actually scratch that. 6 short of 15,800. That's the next target, people. 15,800. So we need 6 more subscribers. I know the 6 of you lot who ain't subscribed. I'm telling you. Crazy work. Yep, Sir Alex Ferguson is an anomaly. You need to stop comparing him to scrubs. Also, Fergie earned the time and gave us something to believe in. Facts. Look at his record and his resume. If AMORIM had that resume, I would be less critical. I'd be less critical. But hey, yo, we move. Let's see what else you are saying. Big up Ozzy, man. Hey, Ozzy, I'll trust AMORIM when you trust that tell. Big up every single time, though. Make sure you subscribe to Ozzy's then. Shout out to Barrio as well in the cut. Yeah, what a win for Chelsea at OT, mate. For reference, the guy who broke the news is a government minister responsible for entertainment and formerly owned the clubs Pyramid and Almera. I'll believe it when an actual official bid gets made. That's when I'll take it into consideration heavily. Because I remember what happened the whole time with Sheikh Jassim. That's why I never got gassed. I was like, okay, if it happens, I'm there. I was like, I've got the outfit ready. Still got the outfit ready. If we get taken over our stream, I've got the full, I don't know the technical term for it, but I got the full gown. I got the head wrap. I got the black thing you put around the head wrap. I got the full thing. I'm ready if we get taken over. I'm going to stream for the whole week in that stuff. But yeah, all of this, it'll take 3 years. All right, man. Like I said, it sounds fantastic. It sounds fantastic. But hey, let us go on a losing run and not win games and see. Interesting to hear his comments after Liverpool if he says anything at all. Yeah, I didn't know what it was called, Jerry. That's why I said the full gown thing. I didn't know what it was called. I even know how to pronounce that. I don't want to say that wrong. What Champions League qualification for United lost to a spicy after the Europa League. Can't be my team. Hey, last time you bucked us, we know what happened, mate. We know what happened. You ain't trying to see us. To the Saudi buying United rumors, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. When an official bid gets made, that's when I'll be like, okay, cool. Up until then, I don't really have much to say on it. I ain't going to change my name to Shake this or start getting gassed or be in a whole attire straight away. Nah. I'm not with that. I always just wait. I hope any of us are giving Amorim the anonymous vote of confidence because before sacking him, but I doubt it. He should have been sacked after the Spurs final in Bilbao. All it takes is a few more losses. Like I said, man, and all you've done now is shined even more light on Amorim and added more pressure when he does lose the next game. Because then people are going to be like, so what are you saying now, Jim? Are you still going to back him regardless, Jim? All right, man. Them quotes, that's going to stick with him. It's one of them that's like, yeah, it's going to stick with you. It's going to stick with you. I don't know if it's true, Flawless, but it's interesting that someone would post news like that unless they're trolling. I don't even know if it's Saudi money. It could be someone else's. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. We'll see. Oh, we'll be at the bridge. I don't even know when we play you lot. I'm trying to get there still. I'm trying to get there. 100%. Yeah, we can do what Brighton did there. Calm. Habibi Flawless for some few months. Man, I said Habibi Flawless. You're a joke, man. That's funny, though. That's funny. Jim lied about a lot of things, so why anyone believe in him? Or are they just gauging fan reactions? No, because I think people believe him, X. And I understand why people would believe him. I believe it. I don't think he's lying. I believe he said, I have two things. I believe he said it, and I believe he believes it. That's why he's not been sacked as of yet. All he's doing is backing up all the things I've been saying in regards to being wrong and strong and being stubborn and being ignorant. All of those things I've said about Ratcliffe and the ownership in regards to the managerial side of things, all the quotes have backed those things up. So I genuinely believe he believes it. I don't understand why fans are annoyed. What is a piss take for me is the knee-jerk reaction. An overnight success. Piss take. Sounds like Vale. That's how much of a piss take it is. It sounds like Veta quotes. That's something, not now, but Veta would have said to me on a show last year. Or you want overnight success. Too many knee-jerk reactions. The Glazers are passionate about the club. Sounds like some Veta shit. You're literally even reading from, yeah. You even take a leaf out of the book. You took his whole book. Tell me if I'm lying for you that knows that watch the shows with me and Veta. That sounds like something he would say. It really does. Maybe Veta's a secret member on some OVO shit. That's how bad it is that someone we call the gaslighting extraordinaire sounds like a part owner of Manchester United. Is that he sounds like Amorim is clutching at straws. When he says, one sec, where is it? Let me go to it again. 3 years to prove he's a great coach. He was talking about 3 years. Marcel, right? When he was back in Ten Hag, I don't know his big up to Marcel. I don't know his thoughts on Amorim, but this is what he was saying about Ten Hag. Hear how the owner is. Hear how the owner's talking. The owner's talking like Marcel, and he's talking like Vader, because he's got nothing left. All you can do is the douse him, reach. I'm pretty sure most of you lot have played Street Fighter. If you've not, I don't know what to tell you lot. But it's douse him, it's straight reaches. Straight reaches. Or was it AG who said the 3 years? Ah, yeah, you know what, Kaneki? If you're saying it, then it wasn't AG. I stand corrected. It was AG who said the 3 years. Yeah, Dalsim's the Street Fighter character with the long limbs. Can stretch like, is it Mr. Incredible? Not Mr. Incredible. What's her face? Mrs. Incredible. I like Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic reach. Same thing, people. You don't know. And that's where it's at. And this is why I didn't want the ownership in the first place. This is why I have been heavily critical of them. This is why someone said, I think it was Miles said it right near the top of the show. Hey, Flawless, you called this from the jump. And he's not the only one who said that. But to me, it was obvious. Word to Rashad McCants. Is it obvious? I feel like putting it on I feel like, because I think he's got on a tee. I need to get one. Support it and support the people's them. Is it obvious? It was obvious. And then the Glazers comment just the cherry on top of an absolute awful cake. Who's even putting cherries on cakes? That's a whole different conversation. But the point is I'm making is they're passionate about the club. They get a bad rap. What? So if they get a bad rap, yeah. Why was you the one to say when you joined that Manchester United was so far away on the pitch and off the pitch if they get a bad rap? No, Benny, do not shout out Mrs. Incredible. Relax. I know what you mean when you say that. You need to relax, Benny. That is wild. Passionate. He sounds like Vader. He legit does. Read that in Vader's voice and tell me it don't sound like him. Shout out Vader every single time. Make sure you subscribe. All right. But sure, I was the mad one. I was the negative one who didn't want what's best for Manchester United. Ridiculous. Is there more? Let me see. Is there any? I swear there's more quotes. Let me see. Yeah, said it. Let me go on to. Yeah, I've already seen that about the overnight success in 3 years and da-da-da. I think they're the main quotes, isn't it? Let me go to Sky and see. Ruben needs to demonstrate he's a great coach over 3 years. He's asked if Amorim is going to get 3 years. Ratcliffe, yes, this is where I would be. 3 years because football is not overnight. It's 3 years. You also look at Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. He had a miserable time over the first couple of years. We have to be patient. We have a long-term plan. It isn't just a light switch. You can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalists who go off on one every week. Ratcliffe has owned just 30% of United through his chemicals company Ineos since February 2024, taking over control of football operations at the club. That still left the Glazer family, who have been subject to numerous fan protests over their handling of the club since over in 2005 in overall charge. That's what would happen if the Glazers told him to sack Amorim. Is not going to happen. So him saying that tells me that the Glazers can say, yes, sack him. All right, let that money go down. Because he's saying it's not going to happen. He's not saying it won't happen. So the Glazers still have a say. All right. Flawless, it sounds like something pro Amorim account on Twitter would say. Absolutely. See, Corey, you know, you saying I'm saying Flawless, the Vega special. You work with him enough. You know what it sounds like. They're special. I don't believe the interviews on TV, no. But if you put it in on Google, the quotes will come up. I think it was with The Athletic. I think so. But don't quote me on that. I mentioned Arteta, you know. I mentioned Arteta. Like, you had a rough... And what's he done since? What's he done since? Huh? Did Jim really fly to New York just to hear from Glazers saying, don't sack him? I'm sure that could have been a phone call. I ain't seen what was going on. Hey, Steve, what are you telling me, man? Hope you're blessed. Hope you're blessed. Let's see. Well... Oh, yeah, I'm going to be there with the NHL regardless. regardless. But I still gotta make content. I can't run when the going gets tough. None of that. I leave that to you lot. Remember the live when you were called fake for wanting oil money? I know you remember it. I don't remember it too tough, but Kaneki, I know you have a good memory for these type of things. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, Ratcliffe on what's going to happen if the Glazers told him to sack Amorim, it's not going to happen. So that would be interesting on both sides. So if Ratcliffe wanted to keep him, but the Glazers wanted to sack him, or if the Glazers wanted to keep him, but Ratcliffe wanted to sack him, who wins the argument? I'm led to. I will go with the person with the majority share, just from a personal perspective. I'd say the person who owns 70% would probably win that fight. Well, who knows? Who knows? But using Arteta is crazy, yo. Yeah. Flawless, why did he give Ten Hag and Ashworth 3 years? LOL. The Ashworth one's a good question. I would love to know why if someone asked that in regards to Ten Hag, because Ten Hag's not his guy. That's why. Because it weren't his own, and he even tried to give him too long. But he did. Right. The Glazers probably want him sacked time ago, but they let Ineos do their thing because they wouldn't accept us nearly getting relegated. Yeah, because once it starts hitting the financial side of things, they'll go, how can he finish 15th and still keep his job and have Ollie back for the rest of the season if it means getting rid of Ruben Amorim? And I never thought I'd ever say that. It's because the ownership, Ratcliffe, and the hierarchy just don't want to admit they was wrong. So that's why it's, give it 3 years. This is why you're hearing these outlandish statements. Because this wasn't mentioned. There was no mention of this before today. There was no talk, no conversation about Amorim getting 3 years. If someone can find me a quote when he was signed, like when Amorim was appointed and like the first couple of weeks, I don't remember them talking about a time frame. I really, really don't. Flawless, you need to do a terror thumbnail for Ineos too. When someone makes someone does the Photoshop, I'll put it up as well. I'll put it up. The fact of using Arteta and say him and say, oh, well, he's done all right. He had a couple bad years at Arsenal and then turned it around to do what? Use the non-winners, what the fuck? Why in the world? It's nonsense. That's what it is. I think these quotes confirmed even when Amorim gets sacked, I have zero faith in picking in these guys picking the right next guy. Flawless, we're cooked. I understand, Miles. I understand why you would have no faith in them picking the next right guy. Because I don't have faith in them picking the next right guy either. Because these two appointments, and I put Ten Hag as an appointment because they decided to keep him a new contract, have been absolutely dreadful. They've been two of the worst back-to-back. So trust me, I don't have faith in them doing it either. Really don't. They might go and get another manager that isn't good enough and take too long to sack him too. But one thing I do like about Ratcliffe speaking out means that, all right, he knows Amorim's under pressure, so I got to say something. I do like that. Because if they was just cool and calm with Amorim, there would be no dreaded vote of confidence. There'd be no quotes. You wouldn't need to say anything publicly. Notice the Liverpool ownership ain't said nothing about Slot. City don't say anything about Pep. The Arsenal ownership haven't said anything about Arteta. Even when you look lower down, if you're happy with the manager, you don't have to say anything. The manager's not under pressure, you don't have to say anything. So I do like that. Because it shows they're paying attention. Because he even said it. Or people want knee-jerk reactions. Journalists go off every week. So for him to say journalists are going off every week, that means you're listening every week. You are paying attention every week. You're locked in to what's going on. Not necessarily, not me, of course, not me, but mainstream media and the bigger content creators as well, and social media, you are locked in, which is good. Which is good. Is the takeover real? I saw a tweet about it. I have no idea, Shah. I have no idea. You called it Kaneki, man. Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering. You called it. I'm going to run that back. Which makes it hilarious because why is he still here then? Because they don't want to admit they was wrong. So they've not even doubled down or trebled down. They've quadrupled down now with this. Hey, what? You lot still been talking? Okay. He's going to get 3 years to prove he's a good coach. Glazers get a bad rap. They're passionate about the club. All right. Keep talking. Keep talking. So let's say. Yeah, he knows what social media is saying. That's why he said it, Vikram, when he says journalists go off every week. So you're paying attention to what's being said every week. And journalists be paying attention. Not only the journalists be paying attention to social media, journalists are on social media. So it's like, I have to come out and back him because you know he's under pressure. Like, all right. Okay. It is. I said after them first couple losses, yeah. All right. Because all of a sudden people think United gonna be much better. Don't let this distract you from the fact how bad we are as a team and how awful this manager is. Do I think it's a slight dig at the fans because they are also viewed as social media? Yeah, I think he's talking about everyone that's being critical. Absolutely. Yeah, passionate about what, Kaneki? I hear you. The reason that you inherited Manchester United in a terrible state, as you said, they overseen that, but they're passionate about the club. All right. And you're passionate about the club. All right. And not only you backing the Glazers, you're backing AMORIM. Two of them, the two biggest reasons why Manchester United are where they are is those two, not even people, but two entities, I should say. AMORIM and the Glazers are the main two reasons why Manchester United are where they are today. And this guy, the owner, part owner, just came out and backed them both, but he wants what's best for the football club. If they don't sack him after a bad run of results, after a bad one, which is possibly very soon, when do you see him gone by then? If he isn't gone by the next international break, I can't put a date on it, but eventually it will happen. Because you know what? I trust Jez, AMORIM to be shit. That 110% I can bank on. I can put every penny I have on. I can put everything on that AMORIM will be shit. And he'll get bad results, which eventually will result in his sacking. I still think it will be November. But even if he does survive November, it'll be at some point. Because he's going to get a bad run of results where it's like, yeah, this can't continue. Like, it'll be taken out of their hands. Like I said, let us be 2-3 points. Let us hit Christmas and be in the bottom 3. Let us hit Christmas and be in the bottom 3. Like, that could get sat 18th. All right, which, again, people, is not out of the realms of possibility because we win one Premier League game per month. So winning one Premier League game per month will have you around them times. He's already on relegation form in regards to points total over his entire Manchester United career. Okay. I get why Kobe's transfer request is incoming, and I heard that about Xerxes as well. I would get moved out of here too. I'd go out on loan, 100%. I'd be like, yeah, go out on loan. It's a World Cup here. I need to be playing. Nuruddin also mentioned that AMORIM, after one of the losses last season, said the board told me to implement my system no matter the results. It's very clear he feels comfortable at the club. I don't think he's that comfortable at the club because he's tried to leave 3 times. He's wanted to resign 3 times. 2 of them behind the closed doors, 1 of them publicly. So I don't think he's comfortable. I think he wants to be sacked. But that ownership's just not. He's stubborn. They're stubborn. And it just makes for an absolute total disaster. I don't think it's 13th, but I don't even want to think unfathomable. It's unfathomable. Fathomable. There we go. Got the word there. That he stays to the end of the season. Like I said, even just said, I hear that. Still, I trust him to get bad results. Like I said, all this patience and cool. Just wait. And you know what's crazy? I said this at the start of this season. Not verbatim like that, but I was like, when people were telling me I was much more, what's the word I'm looking for? I was much more stern with my approach. This one, I'm just like, all right, just wait. I was like, just wait. Whereas in the summer, I was like, no, we're not going to be good. This is horrible. After the Arsenal game, I was like, no, it wasn't a good performance. And then the 2 games later, everyone's seen what I was talking about. I was like, oh, shit, you're onto something flawless? Yes. Because as much as I love Manchester United Football Club, I can take my love away and just look at it from a balanced, logical perspective. And go, this ain't it. And knowing that preseason wasn't going to change anything, all the reasons people came up with in the summer weren't going to change. Remember, 1 game a week, that was supposed to help us. Do we look more prepared than anybody else? No, in my opinion, I haven't seen one game this season where I go, yeah, Manchester United, our preparation, that has helped. Because if you prepare shit with 2 games a week, you're going to prepare shit with 1 game a week. It doesn't become less shit because you have less to do. What are we doing? What are you doing? If he stays, you won't be getting the best players, so him staying will F you up in the long run. I have no issue with Manchester United getting players. The quality of players Manchester United can bring in, I don't think it's never been a problem for me and never will be a problem for me. That's never a concern of mine or an issue in regards to bringing in talent. Manchester United is still Manchester United in name and still pay big money. We'll be fine in that aspect. That's one thing Ineos have done well. I actually like the players they brought in. I have no issue with that. It's the managerial side of things that's fucking us up. Shout out to the guy with the 5 wins in a row. Yeah, man, I'll have to get braids or something. His hair gonna look like mine. You have to do what you gotta do. You say his hair's longer than mine. Hey, continue to run up the likes. Let's see what we say and how many likes we on. All right, 45. 5 more likes, people. Get us up to 50 likes. Continue to get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related. Hit the subscribe button as well, people. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Because we're still at 15,794. I know there's someone new who's watching this live right now. And if you're watching this back after I'm talking to you, hit the like button. Big up to all the audio listeners as well. Yes, Wharton would improve the midfield. Turkey Al Sheikh. The best news I heard today is that Manchester United is now at an advanced stage of completing a deal to a new investor. I hope he's better than the previous owners. Turkey Al Sheikh. Wait, Turkey's the guy who he runs boxing, doesn't he? Riyadh season. So where's this quote from? Who's tweeted this? And as the Sheikh said this, is this on video? Did he tweet this himself? Flawless, we basically through to the World Cup, even if we lose, the goal difference is that massive. Oh, congrats, man. Love that for Ghana. Love that. Love that for Ghana. Oh, he tweeted it from his own account. The Turk said that. Turkey said that. Oh. Let me have a look. He said, if he said that, that could have weight. I'm just pulling up the tweet now. 1 second. You not sure that's his official account? Because we know how he does business. What did he say? I'm trying to find the actual tweet itself. Because he's serious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen it. I feel like it would be more mainstream. So would I. That's why I'm trying to look for it. But if he's saying it, like, that's got serious weight. Because like I said, we know Turkey's on business. Like, he's on real business. See, I don't see nothing about Manchester United here. Granted, it would help if I turn. I don't see nothing about Manchester United. Nothing. Would help if I got the translator. But yeah, I don't see anything about Manchester United. Where's this tweet? Why do you think that Sede Kone hasn't had any minutes in the first team? He's nearly 20 years old and hasn't been given a chance under RUBEN. AMORIM doesn't play youth players. Who, like, youngsters, outside of that, he don't play youth players and he just don't play younger players, period. Heaven don't play. Fredrickson don't play. You mentioned Kone. Like, he's not playing younger players. Mano don't play. He don't play younger players like that. We've seen him drop the likes of Euro, for example. He wants older players out there, more experienced, even though our more experienced players are our worst players, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't trust youth, so that's why. Flawless Ratcliffe is going down the route of process. Do you think he has the potential to do a similar job to Artel? No, because he's terrible. Absolutely not. If you could pick anyone in the league flawless for balance, who you taking? Caicedo. Anyone in the league, Caicedo. Someone find me that tweet. Because I can't see that tweet from Turkey Al Sheikh. I'm seeing other stuff, but I ain't seen no tweet. Where is it? I've literally put this into Google right now. So, all right. So that tweet is real, 8th of October. The best news I heard today is that United is now in an advanced stage of completing a deal to sell to a new investor. I hope he's better than the previous owners. I don't believe it, though. Like, I don't believe it in regards to at an advanced stage of completing a deal. Well, they've got it here, but it could be Photoshop. Because he tweeted that said at 10:30. I'm gonna pull up the tweet right now and see. Let me pull up his Twitter. See, this is what I'm saying. This is something different. Let's see this. I'm on there now. Unless he deleted it, but I ain't seen nothing at 10:30. Nah. We'll see. I ain't seen nothing. Yeah. All right, send me a screenshot. You know what? Post Jericho. Post the link to the tweet in the chat. Post the link to the tweet in the chat. Well, you think the players are playing for AMORIM? It feels like the board believing in more than the players. Nail on the head right there, Sergio. Nail on the head. Like I said, it's ridiculous. Yeah, he only played heaven lads. Also, even just because he played well, injuries as well. Remember correctly, we were short there. We were short there when you go check the centre back options at that time. We therefore have some good youth players. Shea Lacey, one of them, but Ruben ain't gonna play these men, unfortunately. Yeah, he ain't gonna play them. So I don't even watch the youth anyway. Flawless, you think there's anything to take from Sunderland other than the goalkeeper? Nah. Just the goalkeeper. We didn't figure out anything new. We just know we actually play, like I said, we play well in the game. And it's shown that the players are capable of it. But other than that, no. We know Ahmad's not lost all his talent, and Bremo's not lost all his talent. Sesko can do something in front of goal. That's pretty much it. So that's all. But I already knew those things anyway outside of the Sesko in front of goal. Because he's new. So we're taking on new information in regards to him. Oh, did you post the link? It's getting filled out. All right, 1 second. Let me see if I can change it. So you can actually post the link. Yo, what have they done with this? I even know what Shea Lacey is. He's a midfielder. Shea Lacey. What is he? But like I say, if Turkey Al Sheikh's tweet that, because I watch boxing a hell of a lot. So if he's tweeting it, could be something to it. Because he don't mess around. He just bought a stake in Matchroom. It's about ownership with that. Yeah, it must be getting filled out. But if you say it's there, I believe you, Jericho. If you say it's there, I believe you. I believe you. 10 wide player. Oh, okay. Midfielder, I thought so. It's a crazy world to see where Manchester United win a relegation battle and the board still don't pull the trigger. Hey, that's where stubbornness will get you, man. That's where I got the tweet from Man United Twitter account. Seems I checked his account, but I didn't see it. Let me have a look. See if anything else pops up. Yeah, other people are tweeting it as well. I'm seeing it like Man United _addicts. And he would rubbish it. Yeah, someone needs to do a sit-down interview with him expert fucking viciously. And find that out. 5-man consortium, I'm with it. But to say it's in the final, that's why I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But one thing he does have is the bread. He has the bread for it. I'll tell you that much now. Nah, Taz has not said anything. That's why I'm skeptical. I've seen, like I said, the screenshot of it, but we used to know whether that's real or not. Used to know. But I take it all with a pinch of salt. Take it all with a pinch of salt. You lot, run up the likes. Run up the likes. Final few questions before we close out. 56 likes, man. Get us up to 60 likes. We don't even have no new subscribers. I know, yes, we've had 1 new subscriber. Now we need 5 more subscribers, people. So we're at 56 likes. Let's get up to 70 likes, actually. Scratch that. 14 more likes. Let's go up to 70 likes. 5 more subscribers, people. 5 more. Final few questions before we close out. I'm going to head over to the gaming channel and run some GTA, people. So 5 more. What we saying? What we saying? But maybe Taz is not even gassed anymore, just. You can tell I be talking a lot. My voice sounds like it's going, jeez, what is happening? See what else you lot saying in the chat. Final few. But yeah, my overall concluding point on Ratcliffe is he just backed up everything I was already thinking. Backed up what I was already thinking about him and the hierarchy and how they just want to be, they just stubborn and it's just ignorance and they just want to back it and they don't want to say they was wrong. Prove my point. Prove my point. And the words about the Glazers are just the cherry on top. And it's in regards to the new ownership, like I've said before, when there's an official announcement made, that's when I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll believe it when I see it with that. Yeah, if you don't got any of these, this is fine. Not football-related content, but when you start making content flawless. It's a good question. Appreciate it, Jez. Appreciate it. When did I start making? So I was making content before this became a football channel, because it didn't used to be a football channel. It was just the Sarcasm City podcast. But in regards to actual football content, 2021. But I was on radio before this. I was on Pi Radio. And then from Pi Radio, was doing this on Pi Radio. Then wasn't on there. And then went into this fully. So yeah, about 2021 in regards to football content. So lockdown times. Yeah, holidays. Yeah. I'm going to do a tell-all anyway. I'm going to do a tell-all. Probably, on, even on the Q&A tomorrow. I know you lot like the non-football and non-sport conversation. So you lot, I just need a name for it. And I'll do a solo Q&A tomorrow, but I'll leave. You can ask, of course, Premier League football questions. But I know you lot like the Gyal talk and shit like that. So I just need to come up with a name. I'm more surprised there's no chatter about it on my timeline or group chats. I would wait till tomorrow morning. You know what it is, Jess? That's just how flat the fan base is. That's just how unresponsive we are. That the people who would normally jump out of the window with this already and have shaken their name and have the Saudi flag and be dressed up in the attire. Everyone's tired, man. Everyone's tired. Everyone's flat. That's it. Everyone's just like had enough. Everyone's had enough because we've been that bad, and that's where I'm at. That's why I'm just like, all right, wait and see. But for him to say that, yeah, that's unlike him. Where's my phone? Let me see this. Wait a second. You sent it to me, Jez, right? Bless. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's find this. RSV says, I do respect your opinion on wanting AMORIM gone, but I will say flawless. If Shaw, Maguire, Dalot, and Bruno don't leave, Manchester United are back to square one. They're United fans who are player FC. I appreciate that, RSV, and I respect your opinion as well. Here's what I'd say to this. Even if Shaw, Dalot, and Bruno are still here, the manager don't have to play them. We've watched Shaw be dropped before. We've watched Maguire get dropped, and we've watched Dalot get dropped. Bruno don't, but the next manager can drop him. So even if I don't want them 4 here, and the reason why I don't worry about United fans and player FC, if the manager does what he's supposed to do, we'll be all right. That's where my issue lies. I don't do what AMORIM did and blame pundits. No, I look at the manager. Same way I've spoken in depth many a time about Liverpool's poor start in regards to performances and how Slot needs to hold more criticism. I'm looking at my manager. That's where the issue lies. I'm not worried about United fans being Player FC and United fans rating a Bruno or a Dalot or a Maguire or a Shaw. Manager, what are you doing? Manchester United manager, what are you doing? Are you playing the better players and benching the worst players? Are you getting results? Do we have a style of play? Are you putting up sensible lineups? Can you win us 2 games in the Premier League in a month? Can you win 2 games in a row? What I'm looking for, my managers needs to provide the basics. That's it. The basics. By the way, Maguire contract extension talk. Why exactly? Because they're just not very smart. That's all I can put that down to. Just not very smart. Big up, nephew. What are you saying, man? It's like they just, yeah. See what else you lot are saying. I think that until Glazers and Sir Jim sell up, this club will be cursed and won't win the Premier Champs. I disagree with that because we've won the Premier League and the Champions League with the Glazers in charge. So my bad, Jez. I missed it. My bad. So I disagree with that. And I don't think the club's cursed either. I disagree with that. By the way, it looks like Giannis may leave. Not confirmed, but it's making more and more sense. Not an NBA show, but just saying. Where's his potential destinations? Now, this has piqued my interest. What are they saying destination-wise, Jez? Where's the report saying? Like, what's the 3 teams they're saying, like, most likely? Yeah, so Alex was there, 110%. So go get another good manager. So Alex, there will be, not in regards to that longevity, but there'll be a manager on the level of Sir Alex. You have to go out and find one of the GOATs. That's what you're looking to do. If you want to dominate, you have to go and find one of the GOATs. There will be another GOAT. Go find him. You look at the managers who have dominated in the Premier League. They've been GOATs. Pep, Mourinho, Fergie. GOATs. Go get the next Pep, the next Mourinho, the next Fergie. It's your job to do so. It's very, very tough, yes. But that's what you are paid to do. The bookies got the Knicks are the favorites with San Antonio, Golden State, Miami, and Toronto. Ooh, San Antonio. Him and Wemby. Is this what? Whew. All right. Hey, I need that. Hey, him, Wemby, Fox. All right. Him with Steph over in Golden State. Okay. I need that. Run me either of those 2, man. I just want to see super teams. Jasmine says, I think it's a bit concerning that he's had 50-odd games. The players have either not been coached his way or he's not articulated his ideas on the training pitch, and the cluelessness is shown. Facts. 100%. Definitely yes. The only viable options are managers with a strong personality and experience like Conte or Simeone. How Areola, Glasner are not strong personalities and will destroy their reputation if they're not good enough. If how Areola or Glasner are not good enough, then they won't make it here. They won't be destroyed, but they won't make it here, and they'll go back down to a lower level and probably be successful. The only way we know about how Areola and Glasner, if they're good enough, is to see it. Because there's managers who we thought could make the jump up and couldn't. And there's managers who have made the jump and been fine. Can you make the jump up? Can you fight with heavyweights? The only way to know if someone can fight a heavyweight is to get in the ring with a heavyweight. Jump up some weight classes. How Areola and Glasner are at lower weight classes right now. Wherever you want to rate them, if you want to say cruiserweight, like heavyweight, super middleweight, whatever the case may be. So, all right, cool. You lot are at a lower weight class. We'll just use cruiserweight, for example. For those that don't know, that's the one below heavyweight in boxing. We don't know if they can fight a heavyweight yet. It seems they can fight a cruiserweight. Very, very good. Very, very good cruiserweight. All right, jump up. So I can't say they'll be destroyed. I can't say it. They have to, let's see. I actually think any of those 3 would do all right. It takes a year for a manager to implement a system. It takes longer to implement a culture. No, it doesn't. That's not the case. Incorrect. Would you take Hansi Flick? Well, if Maguire played in the Flick, we will get cooked every week. If Flick joined and played Harry Maguire every week, I'd say sack him on right there and then. As soon as the team sheet went in, I'd say sack him there and then. Flick was the manager I wanted before he went Barcelona. He was my #1 choice before he went Barca that summer. Fox winning the chip after leaving the Kings, run it. I hear it. I know he's a new manager in the big leagues and he wants to cement his ideas early on, but this stubbornness will hasten his departure. The best coaches never necessarily stuck to a plan and adapt. It's all about adapting. It's all about adapting. Apparently, during the summer, Giannis told the Bucks he wants to join the Knicks, and they had phone calls, but nothing happened. But just having interactions means something will happen. When? I don't know yet. Fez. Big up, King. What are you telling me, my G? Hope you're blessed. Hope you're blessed. Shout out, Emery took him fucking ages to change the culture. See, and this is my point, nephew. It's like we don't have other things in the league where we've seen managers go in and don't take a manager a year to implement his system. Nonsense. No, we don't. And there's so many different examples that go against that. Same with the culture. Same with the culture. People can't even tell me what that means. I don't even know what that means. People just throw that word out there. What's the culture? What does that mean? Like, I'm at a loss. When people say culture, what exactly do they imply by that? And people just I think people just over complicate it. I don't think it's the Manchester United culture. These players are just not very good. And this manager's dreadful. I've never seen a team with a great culture and poor. I've never seen a team with a great, is entwined, a team with a great culture, but get poor results. It's like the two are kind of linked. The two are not even linked. The two are tight like that. I've never seen a team with a great culture but consistently perform poorly and get poor results and have poor seasons. Kind of like the two are inclined. Poor results, poor culture. Good results, good culture. Because everyone's happier when you're winning games. When you're not winning games, guess what? That's when people are miserable. That's when the morale around the place is terrible. So you sack the manager. Right. We move. See what else you are saying. Man said if a polar bear moves from Alaska to the Australian outback, he has to adapt to the environment. Same with man moving from the Portuguese league to the Prem. It's a very different environment. Yeah, just adapt. Still have your principles, yes, but you adapt. Well, hey, if you don't want to adapt, then you're just gonna look like you look right now. And you're gonna get sacked. And you're gonna get heavy criticism. Even his wife was talking about him having sleepless nights. All right. But jolting. Let's see what else you are saying. So I'm scared of Xavi. No, that's one of my concerns with Xavi, but every manager has a concern because people always poke holes in the potential next candidate and say he can't do this, he can't. There's no perfect candidate out there. There's no candidate that's super experienced, won it all, managed at the highest level, plays a great brand of football. Don't exist. Who is that guy? Who's available as well? So he's available, managed at the highest level, consistently won major trophies, plays a great brand of football, knows what it's like managing a big club. Who is it? Manager don't exist. Who's that manager that's available? That's this list. Sorry, man, them looking for the perfect girl. All right, man. Oh, girl, them looking for the perfect husband. All right. It's like, yeah, I have standards, but Jesus Christ. Ridiculous. Yeah, they're all in jobs. They're all available, and they're few and far between. You can count on one hand those candidates that fix that. Conte isn't perfect for United. Absolutely not. His record in Europe, no. Him falling out with everybody, no. Recipe for disaster. The Glazers, Jim Ratcliffe and him, recipe for disaster. His personality, no. Absolutely not. How'd it work out at Spurs for him? I've used the Emery example so many times. It doesn't take a lot to implement a style of play and to find the right profiles and get the best out of players. It does not take long. Now, you know why it doesn't take long, King? Because it's just basic management. These things you said, they're here. I agree with you 110%. Is basic management. These are things that are just, all right, just get this done. It's like going into the kitchen, you're making pasta and you pour water into the pot and boil it. Like, that's what it is. Conte was good for Spurs. All right, how did it end, Sergio? How did it end? Tell me. How did it end? And people want to complain about AMORIM being weak. Did he not lose to Burnley and say that he wasn't good enough? Correct me if I'm wrong, Jez. Did he not lose to Burnley and then say he wasn't good enough? And people, and you want that type of emotion at Manchester United Football Club? Nah, I'm good, man. It's exactly. Conte lost his mind over how mediocre Spurs were. What are we talking about here? Conte. All right, cool. He was too good for Spurs. Sure, that's not why I asked Sergio, but first, that's not why I asked. United Kai says, flawless, we can't keep crashing on AMORIM anymore. He's a criminal. This is above him. The Ineos are idiots. No, I crash on both because they're all to blame. So I crash on both of them. So I will continue to crash on AMORIM and I will continue to crash on Ineos. I crash on both. Because they're all to blame. Where people want to proportion blame is on them. Flawless, my top two to replace AMORIM is Eddie Howe or Glasgow. I hear it. Yep. Countless times Conte crashed out at Spurs and blamed the players for drawing at Southampton or and people want that at Manchester United. Nah, keep him well away. Keep him well away. Keep him well away. Conte will be grilled more than he was at Spurs, only in this era of social media where you see AI videos of your manager DJ in a Grimsby loss. Exactly. Keep him well away. Well away. I want that. Cool. I'm good on Conte. I don't need emotional managers, man. I'm tired of it. It's got to be ice cold. Got to be ice cold. Word to 50, your heart got to pump Kool-Aid. Was it 50 you said that? I think it was him who said that, but not the bad Kool-Aid. You lot be drinking the bad. Right, there's good Kool-Aid and bad. Yeah, you lot be drinking bad Kool-Aid. That's the good. I need the good Kool-Aid. One without the side effects. Let's see. Conte is a true winner. A CV, it speaks for itself. Yeah, when it comes to Italian league, yeah, he's fantastic. He's fantastic at running Serie A. Outside of that, he don't really do anything. That league is tailor-made for him. He does very, very well in Italy. He does exceptional in Italy. Exceptional. That's it. That is it. What's he won outside of it? I know he won the Premier League for Chelsea. What's he won outside of that? Yeah, I'm looking here. So years ago back, so Juventus, he won years ago. He won one Premier League and the FA Cup for Chelsea. 2021, he won the Serie A for Inter, and then last season he won the league for Napoli. Like I said, Serie A, that's his league. That is his league. He does very well there. So leave him there. I'll want him. I seen how he died at Spurs. And there's a reason Chelsea got rid of him as well. So I'm cool on that. Yeah, he went a serial. Actually, serial winner. He was a good winner at Chelsea. I say that. He had a good stint at Chelsea. He did. He had a successful stint at Chelsea. But I'm cool on that. That Bournemouth manager is someone you should take before someone else snaps him up. He played some Serie football. Flawless. Agree. Yeah. Ariola's my first choice. So you want a manager who's a rookie? Yeah, I want a manager who's a rookie and never managed before. Jez says, didn't he sue Chelsea as well? I think he did. Yeah, I don't need all that, man. Drama, man. Man, like a girl on a soap. Like, I'm cool. Like a girl in Coronation Street or EastEnders, just pure drama and headache, man. You say they exist in real life. I don't need all that. Just pure drama, always moaning and complaining and whining and... Nah, I don't need all that, man. I don't need all that. I'm good. Yeah, I ain't with it. Flawless said, said Jim said Ruben's got 3 years, but he has 1 year left on his contract. Fair point, Ibrahim. Fair point. I hear it. I hear your point. He blamed our lack of Champions League, why we couldn't beat a mediocre AC Milan side that weren't even good and only beat us by a goal. Yeah, I don't need all that, man. I don't need all that. The problem has been at our club is most of the managers that have played have in the past have played one way and they've all picked the wrong profiles and they haven't adapted. Yeah, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt. Wouldn't be against the Zerbi. I wouldn't be. Agreed. I don't think Ruben Amorim wins his next 3 either. I don't think he wins any of his next 4. I think he's still gone. Like I say, all that we back him and give him 3 years shit. Okay. Sure. We're not building a Netflix series here, need a football manager. Exactly that. Just go and get someone who will implement the basics. That's it. Just the basics and start from there. No frills. I don't need a manager in press conferences chatting away and causing a ruckus and calling out the team and the ownership and no. Somebody who's just ice cold, comes to work and does his job and does the basics. Gets the most out of what he has. He picks the right starting lineups. Picks the right profiles of players as well. Has a good style of football. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. That is legit it. Utilize the players you have. Pick the right profiles. Good style of football. That is it. That is all I need, man. That is it. And we go from there. But they're the 3 things just as the basics. We'll be all right. Yes, I did see this. Is it true, though? I didn't know because I didn't know the source. Did you see Netflix ready to bid for the Champions League rights yesterday afternoon? Yes, I did see. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Like, if Netflix was out on Netflix, so I'm cool with it. Get Uncle Rude back for the season, elementary levels football. I would happily take Rude Van Nistelrooy's interim. Him or Carrick. Because they would do what I just said, implement the basics. I watched Rude do it when he joined. Wouldn't have them as permanent manager, but for an interim, yeah. Just implement the basics. That is it. When does the Champions League rights, when are they up for grabs though, Jez? When are they up for grabs? I say UCL and chill, you know. That's crazy work, yo. That's crazy work. I can't lie. That's crazy work. But yes, when is the rights up? Is it next season? Is it 2026? What is it? Hair's looking mad. Big on Mohammed every single time. Yeah, I believe as well. Because you say Blockbuster didn't adapt and Netflix took over, same as Ruben, and he's been overtaken by Newcastle and Villa. And did Netflix not offer? I swear I heard how true this is that they offered like Blockbuster a deal, and Blockbuster said nah. And Blockbuster was the shit back in the day. But yeah, man, you adapt. You know what I'm saying, or you adapt or perish. You evolve or die. Simple as that. You evolve or die. Oh, it's 2027. Well, Netflix got the money for it. So it makes sense. This guy's crazy. Oh, you want to watch Slavia Prague versus Benfica. That's going to become a thing. All the Netflix and chill jokes are going to roll out if it's them. Hey, Jez, is there no memes on the gram? Send them to me, man. I know you've seen the memes on the gram or even the memes on Twitter. Send them to me, man. I know the memes are out there. The Netflix and chill memes for Champions League. I already know people have been running jokes. Mad off topic. Thoughts on Whitaker going to Matchroom. Good coup for them. I think it's a great deal all around. I'm a big fan of Eddie Hearn. Massive fan of Eddie Hearn. Massive fan of Matchroom. And Whitaker going there fits. He fits with Matchroom, man. Him and Eddie Hearn to get Eddie Hearn a talker, then Whitaker a talker. We'll see how he fights. They're going to do, yeah. I fucks with it, man. Really do. Really do. I think Eddie Hearn, even though I think he's one of the most underrated promoters. Like, he's just one of the most underrated people in his field in sport, point blank, period. for what he does. Right. So yeah, I do like Whitaker and the fact that he's gone to Matchroom, because Whitaker a character too, and you need that in boxing. You need characters, whether it's good guys, villains. Like, you need characters like that. So him going there, yeah, I'm with it. Yo, Egypt just for true, man. You ain't seen no memes yet. All right, I'm gonna search it after this on the gram. I'm sure there'll be some memes that pop up. Heard that before too. Adapt or fail, way of life. Yeah. Why you think all of a sudden mainstream media started moving like content creators? Sky, the BBC, Talksport, all of these mainstream conglomerates, or is it conglomerates? Conglomerates. These major entities like Sky, like the BBC, like Talksport. Why even they started doing more content creator things? Why even they started working with content creators? Sky, the overlap. Even when they have the overlap with the panels where they have content creators on, look at the overlap. And overlap's fire, by the way, when they have Neville and Keane and Wright and Carragher. That's a content creator thing. That is DR Sports. Just on a mainstream level. That's what I do here, but just on a grander scale in regards to budget and format and how it looks, etc. So yeah, you have to. You gotta adapt. Talksport is a radio station. They ain't just on radio. They're up on YouTube. They have content creators on there now. Reason for that. If she says 5 at the back, break up with her on the spot. Nah, because you can make, there's so many, if she says that to you, there's so many inappropriate jokes you can make. I would have a field day with that. I'm saying, if a girl said that to me, I would run so many jokes with that. If she was like, yeah, 5 at the back, I'd be like, just look at her. Start loading jokes. Mainstream media be invited, social media influencers, even in the NBA and NFL content. There's a reason for that. Exactly that. Just despite the fact that their budget dwarfs ours, dwarfs everybody's, and they can get major people on, they can't cook like content creators. This is why you see them, like I seen Lewis on was it the Sport Bible or something like that? I seen Lewis on something. Like, that's mainstream. See Troops on, he's been on Channel 4 and shit. The reason that's just 2 off the top of my head. You see Months on Sky Sports telling me they couldn't go and get, all right, we're going to talk to Jamie Carragher or Steven Gerrard. No, let's go get, there's a reason for that. Ahmed's been on Sky Sports, reason for that. The reason they responding to fan cams. All right, the list goes on. To go back to the original point, yes, you have to adapt. And if you don't, it's a wrap. All right, how many likes are we on? 60. Did I say 70 or did I say 60? I think I said 70. Continue to run up the likes. Football is played with your head. Your feet are just the tools, flawless. You know that. I actually didn't know that, to be honest. I thought football was played with your hands. Mad. You learn something new every day. Crazy. All right, 60 likes. Do we get any new subscribers? Yo, you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Q&A tomorrow, people, that I'm doing. It won't just be, of course, like I said, I answer United questions, Premier League questions, but be more open. The same way you asked me about boxing, asked me about, someone else asked me, Jez asked me about NBA. I'll do it like that as well. There'll be more conversation. Than just normal sports Q&A, because it's international break as well. I'm trying to line up some specials as well, people. So that's in the works. I got some specials lined up. That's the plan. I've not reached out to anyone yet, but I will be soon. So, but it won't be the original specials, the Sarcasm City Gold, the gold editions, and it won't be the second wave. It'll be the content creators, the content creators who've just started their journey, like early in their journey. So we're going to shine the spotlight on them. So it won't be your Mount Rushmore candidates and the GOATs, or the second wave. Will be the people who have just started, or like I said, early in their journey. That's what it'll be. I'll be sitting down with them, getting their whole backstory as well. Flawless, who's the best African player to play in the Prem ever? Mine's Maris. Yeah, I'd say Maris. That's fair. I'd say Maris. I don't know about this one. Canal says, man will enjoy Flawless FC 26 career mode more than AMORIM Terrible. They made defended. I don't know what happened yet. on EAFC. They made defending so tough, but I think I can get the hang of it. What you will enjoy is what I'll say is we'll play better football, the pro clubs team. I say that right now. Say that right now. Like a lot of the things that I say the manager should do is a game. I implement it in a game fashion. Waiting on it just is here the weekend. Yeah, defending is fuck nephew. But then the thing is, I get on pro clubs and be able to defend all right. But yeah, the pro clubs team. So you was I was talking. I spoke to my guy Grim today. Shout out to Grim. He's gas for it. So I'm looking forward to it. So if you don't want to see some good football, I say our pro clubs team on the last one was 80 in the world, and that was with players missing. Imagine we actually lock in. You're saying the defending still fucked. I might just have to just go all out then, and it's like you score 5, well I'll score 7 type thing. I even played this FIFA. Is it worth getting? I've not played it, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure, so I ain't played it. But I'm getting it simply for content purposes. But people keep asking me about it. Keep getting asked about career mode. I keep getting asked about clubs. I do miss clubs anyway, so I was like, all right, cool. I'll pattern it. Oh, new FM. Hey, you lot, make sure you follow Jez's Twitch as well. The link's underneath in the description. Follow Jez's Twitch. Jez, drop the link in the chat. CB1 Millie. You CB1 Millie? Is that the... What's his face? The Chelsea content creator. CB, right? Isn't it? Shout out to CB. Yeah, CB, the Chelsea. I'm just not used to people calling him CB1 Millie. We're going to see 10-1 like Saeed. Shout out Saeed TV. It'll be bad. It won't be 10-1 bad. But I'll get the hang of it, man. I'm going to run it anyway, people. Make sure you subscribe to the gaming channel, though. That's what you lot need to do. Subscribe to the gaming channel because we'll be running NBA 2K on there as well. My PS5, I should have by the weekend. So I'm just waiting for it to be delivered. And it should be it. It was me thinking it's going to be like, yeah, next day delivery. Nope. Weekend. So, yeah. But like I said, keep a lookout on the main channel here for the specials as well. I'm going to be doing next up. That's what they're going to be. That's what the next set of specials is called. The next up specials. Just getting everything patterned in regards to thumbnails. And like I said, I'm going to reach out to everyone tomorrow. Yes, make sure you follow Jez on Twitch. Right there, people. Follow Jez on Twitch. Oh, yeah. I'm smart enough to do that. I'm going to run some games offline just so I can get used to it. And make sure you follow Jez on Twitch, following his FM because it's good, for real. Thoughts on Turkish leaving AFTV? No thoughts on it because I don't know. Well, I don't know any details about why, so I can't really comment on it. Shout out to Turkish every single time, though. Big up Turkish. Cool with Turkish. He's a cool brother as well. So, yeah, no comment on it, to be honest, because I don't know the details. Has he done a video talking about why? Like I know he's mentioned it, but has he done a full video explaining in detail why? Yeah, man, black suit, you already know. Is RATCLIFFE for real, though? Because let's say you start going down the table at an alarming rate. What is he really going to do? Give this 3 years? Surely not. Daniel, you hit the nail on the head. You've hit the nail. What you've just said here is exactly what I was thinking when I first seen it. And I said it on this live stream, and someone mentioned it as well before you. I can't remember who earlier on. Let us be sliding down the table and see if you still have that 3-year energy. 3 years, yeah? 3 years. All right. Bet. He mentioned it slyly in one of his vids, but not full details, though. Yeah. So I can't comment, like I said, and I don't speak to Turkish like that to go, yeah, Turkish did the deal. Nah, I don't do that. So, but I'm sure at some point he'll keep getting asked about it to the point he does a full video on it. Since we're talking the club's best forward, midfielder, defender that's played in the city. Ooh. It's a great question. Best defender, I'd say Spoobs, to be honest. I think I'd say Spoobs. Midfielder. That's tough. Because you got YG. It's between YG and Vin. They're the two, I would say. It's tough. Very tough, but I'd say between those two. And then forwards, you're in there. I have to go back and it's between you, Will, and Grim. Like you three. Because you do different shit, but you do it very well. That's a question for you, nephew. In regards to forwards, that's a question for you. I would say. But I know there's probably some people I've forgotten. If you're saying that, yeah, Grim's ridiculous, but so Shegs. I'm probably between those two. But Harlem was different as well, though. So I can't just excuse him. So yeah. There was a debate on Dan Potts' channel Flawless. Some people were comparing Semenyo and Rodrigo thoughts. Why? Why were people comparing Rodrigo to Semenyo? What's the context? Like, I need to know context. That just seems extremely random. Extremely random. That's like someone saying, yeah, Bowen's better than Brahim Diaz. What? Yeah, like, yeah, just this is what I'm saying. It sounds hilarious. They're not the same. Yeah, like, they're not even, like, I don't get, how did the conversation get there? Yeah, I leave these conversations to you lot because I'm the manager. I know, you know, if I say something, it would hold more weight. But all I say is, I'm saying this to Grim when I spoke to him. If I didn't rate, man, they wouldn't be in the team. So that's what that is. And you've seen it, nephew. You've been playing 3-4 FIFAs. People come and go for reasons like at the team. So yes, Scholes is the most disrespected midfielder of all the time. Yeah, your set pieces are elite. It's like a penalty. Is who would you take right now? Why is it a conversation? How did we get there? How did we get to Semenyo versus Rodrigo? They even the same player. Like Semenyo plays right. Rodrigo's a left winger. Yes, Semenyo can play over the other side. Same way Rodrigo can play over the other side. Rodrigo's a left winger. Semenyo's a right winger. Like I said, context. How did they get there? It makes no sense to me. It's Brahim Diaz versus Bowen. It's Morgan Rogers versus Goulet. It's like, what? How did we even get? What are we talking about? Super random, just. Know what that sounds like? That sounds like, for those that watch Family Guy, where they just have random moments. That's what that sounds like. Like random shit just happen. They'll just cut to a scene in Family Guy halfway through a scene, just randomly. Like that's that. Like just complete acts of randomness. But again, why is that? Just because Semenyo's had a great start to the season? I said, I don't know the context, so I can't comment, but it just seems random to me. Super random, yo. Yeah, DJ, you laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Make it make sense. Yeah. Like Family Guy, Peter will be talking to Lewis and then just start fighting. The chicken will break through the door and start fighting the chicken. And it'll fight the chicken for like 7 to 8 minutes and then be, you know, bust up and then go back to talking to Lewis in the seat. That's the chicken walking through the door. Semenyo Rodrigo, yo, like. I'd see why he would say that, because he's getting hyped because he's the most informed winger in the league right now. So again, very random. I believe Rodrigo does have 2 Champions Leagues. I believe he does. I ain't gonna say he's waffling. I can't say that because, like I said, I don't know the context behind it. I ain't gonna say all that. His reason is valid, saying he said it's all good doing it with no pressure, which adds into it. And I rate Semenyo. I would have took Semenyo when we was linked to Mbeumo. People saying, "Oh, Semenyo's like the backup option." Cool, but yeah, depends who you're talking to. If you know me, I've been a Semenyo guy since the championship. He was good today for once at Ghana games. Hey, shout out Ghana, man. Shout out Ghana. Every single time. Glad they made it. Oh, look, how to be that they're going to make it. Flawless as a fan, that's not a good look, man. Is he really serious? Yeah, he's serious. 110% serious. Because you got to back him. If you ain't sacked him, that's why he's joined. That's why RATCLIFFE has come out now and said, yes, I'm going to give him 3 years, etc., etc. Has to, because he's under pressure. This is why he said, hey, it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's not a light switch. Journalists go off every week. RATCLIFFE's tuned into what's being said and what's going on. He's fully aware. Apparently, Slippy G going back to Rangers, hopefully more crash outs for Steve. Did he not do all right when he was there? Did he win the league? Or am I mistaken? Not officially made it, but it takes a big bottle job. Now we got the goal difference by 7 goals head-to-head against him. Oh, it's calm. United fans ain't serious when it comes to no protests. They ain't serious at all. Not in the slightest. All right, let me set up this other stream. People, I know I've said this before. I say this all the time. Final few questions, people. Final few questions. We're going to redirect over to the gaming channel. I'm running some GTA 5. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set this up right now as we speak. Anything Manchester United related, get your questions in. Right, where we at? I'm going to run over there for probably about an hour or so. Just saying it right now as we speak. There we go. Just go run some story mode over there. Flawless, going into the season, did you believe you'll get Europe this year? And with the news, does that change? No and no. Not in the slightest. Don't think so. Not with this manager. Never believed it. Now with the change, and depending on where we're at and how far we're off, we could wonder this. How we are currently, we ain't got prayer. No. Ain't no Europe. Team's awful. Team's awful under this manager because this manager's awful. Big up, Sergio. I said, Philip, Europe charge back on. Yeah, Europe's wide open to get to. Well, yeah, Andy, no, nothing's going to change my mind in regards to Manchester United. There's nothing new. There's no new information. Like this about RATCLIFFE it's not surprised or shocking for me. I think it's cheeky, but it's not surprising or shocking. On the slides. When people tell me who they are, I believe them. Or when people show me who they are, I believe them. By actions, not even what they say. His actions just back it up. Yeah. All right, people, I'm just setting up the stream for you lot to read that. So you lot can head over there. Just make sure I'm on the right one this time. I'm redirected to the wrong channel. Redirected to here. Because we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers over there. Make sure you go subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Sarcasm City TV Clips, people. Make sure you do so, please. All right, what else is this? Flawless is a good thing for once we're giving the manager time. I agree, Carl. I agree. You still believe it will be interim and then a new manager next season, right? I don't think it will be interim. I would prefer an interim, but I don't think it will be. There'll be a new manager. Oh, that's Osama bin Ruben, man. Don't know who that is. It's Osama bin Osama bin Amorim. That's who that is, Hassan. I'm saying his terroristic reign over Manchester United Football Club. Day whatever it is it day 343 or whatever it's been? Of course, Chris Wheeler doesn't trust Amorim to Chris Wheeler said he doesn't trust Ratcliffe to give Amorim 3 years. No one does, because you're not putting up with 3 years of this shit. You're not. Like, that's why I'm just like, just wait. That's why I'm not even just wait. I'm not even like, that's why I'm not even mad about it. I'm just like, all right, just wait. This sounds good. All you're doing is giving people, all you're doing is giving people, what's it called? Ammunition to shoot you with. That's all you're doing. Yeah, and what Ratcliffe's doing at the football club is disrespectful. So I meet disrespect with disrespect. Yo, you should say that shit on Back Again, same way Lewis does. But I'll forget, you know what I'm saying, the day I need to start. I thought about it, but I can't, like, it pales in comparison with Lewis's. Like, I can't, like, Lewis and, like, his shit is ridiculous, yo. I was saying this actually I was saying this on A-listers, yo. Man doesn't stumble, doesn't, like, stutter. He gets that phrase out clean. That's like Paul Heyman. You can't go mic for mic with Paul Heyman, man. Like, nah. Now I can talk, but yeah, that's Lewis has got that pattern to a T. Pattern to a T. Yeah, elite thumbnail. Like, people have forgot what the channel's called. People forget. Look at what the channel's called and go read the bio, people. Like, again, look at what the channel is called and go and read the bio again. Yeah, he rehearsed that shit, got the script and everything down to a T. Mine would just sound weak next to his. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm a talker, but yeah, he an elite talker. So God, yo. The way he says the inevitable, what is it? The great, incredible, inevitable, monumental, world champion blues. A man says the order right every time as well. Like, you don't miss it. Shout out Lewis, man. That's my G, one of the GOATs. One of the GOATs. Flawless, if we beat Liverpool, then where do you stand with this manager? Do you think we beat Liverpool, Cal? Do you think we beat Liverpool? Do you believe in this Bruno Sale next summer thing? I've never thought about it. I don't even thought about it, you know, to be honest. So I don't know. I don't know where we'll be at that point. Who's the manager? I don't know, to answer your question, Canal. I'll tell you, come the end of the season, then I'll be able to clear a picture. There's so much going on right now. There's so many variables, so many things that could or couldn't happen. People talking about a new ownership, that changes everything. Maybe the new ownership join and loving him like, yo, here's a 5-year deal. Maybe they jettison him straight away. Maybe the new manager loves it. Maybe the new manager don't. I don't know in regards to that. It's too far ahead, Canal. Too far ahead. No. I didn't say think. Do you think we will? Do you think we will? I didn't say can we. I'm asking you, do you think we will? That's what I'm asking. Are you confident going there in Manchester United getting a victory? And if you, so you're how confident? All right, hit me with your scoreline then. What's the scoreline? Sorry, people, my mic ain't disconnected. So we go there and win 1-0. And then what do we do against Brighton after that? So he wins 2 games in a row for the first time. Then we play Brighton at home. What's the scoreline, Carl? All right, people, my mic still works. I just want to know. So we're beating Liverpool 1-0. Go ahead, Carl. And how did so 1-0 against Liverpool? We win 2 games in a row. So we draw to Brighton. Forest at home. Forest away. Let's pulling up the rest of our fixtures. So far, so we beat Forest 2-1. All right, bet. Spurs away. Scoreline. One. All right, cool. Everton at home. Everton at home is the next one. No. I didn't ask you about the Liverpool team being overrated. Everton at home. Scoreline prediction, please, Cal. Don't tell me about like doesn't nothing to do with nothing. You said we winning 1-0. Cool. And then I asked you the rest. Everton at home, my guy. Everton at home. So you guys beating Liverpool, draw against Brighton, beat Forest, draw against Spurs. Everton at home. So we beat Everton. Crystal Palace away. Sorry, people, I ain't frozen. Just waiting on the answer. All right, so we lose to Palace away. Wait, 1, 2, 6. And then West Ham at home is the 7th game. Well, yeah, is the next 7. And then Everton at home, that'd be 7. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button, please. So 2-1 win against West Ham. All right, so that's our next 7 because I used 7 because you played 7 games. So we're going to win 1-0 against Liverpool. This is just to make sure I got this correct. So 1-0 against Liverpool, 1-1 against Brighton, 2-1 win against Forest, 1-1 draw against Tottenham, 1-0 win against Everton, 2-0 loss to Palace, 2-1 win against West Ham. So that's 3 points, 4 points, 7 points, 8 points, 11 points, 14 points. So we're getting 14 points out of the next 21, and we're gonna only lose the next 1 in 7. Is what you're telling me. We're getting 14 points from our next 7, and we're only gonna lose 1. All right. We're only losing 1 of our last. And we gonna win multiple games in a month. Cool. All right, man. Cool. So we're gonna go from first. What you saying, Ak? My guy, what you telling me? Big up, man. Every single time. Hope you're good. Oh yeah, one more question, Carl. Where do I think we're dropping points? The next 4, definitely we ain't winning. We drop points in all 4 of them. The next 4. So from Liverpool to Spurs, we drop points at Palace. We drop points. Actually, we drop points in our next 6. All the way up until West Ham. We drop points. Hey, Lex, man. We all love Jez. You know what I'm saying? He's a dickhead, but that's just the part of his charm. You know what I'm saying? But big up. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Lex. So we're going to, what was it? Sorry, 14 points for the next 21. And we're winning. How many we winning? Wait. 1, 2, 3. So we're winning 4 of our next 7. All right. Where'd you have us finishing, Carl? Sorry, Jez. I just felt like taking a shot at you for no reason. Actually, I ain't apologizing because you be taking a piss. So yeah, F you. Carl, where'd you have us finishing in the league, actually? I'm gonna close out. I just want to know this beforehand. Yeah, I feel like it's deja vu as well. The nephew said it, man. I've been here, but I was here last season. Sorry, the start of this season. So we finish in 6. All right. Fairs. And you got Liverpool 4th, right? All right, man. Cool. So who's the 5 in front, actually, Carl? I know Liverpool's one of them. I'm guessing Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City. So you got Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Who's the 5th? Nah, it was called for. All of a sudden we gonna go on a winning streak. This manager ain't done it, but he's gonna win. Well, 2 games in a row with the win at Liverpool. And then now it's not even it's just the 2 wins in a row, because then it's win, draw, win, loss, win. All right, man. Yeah, who's the 5? Is it Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, Bournemouth, Palace? So we finish in 6. All right. Hey, I hear it, but Kyle told me we're getting 14 points for my next 21. Flawless, where is High Talker Liverpool fan side? 3 losses, he's not here. Kyle, don't do that, because you ain't been here. You ain't been here. Side's here every day. You ain't been here. Don't do that. I ain't seen you here. Remember the Fulham game, Grimsby, Manchester City? You weren't here. I called no one out. Where was you after Grimsby? I ain't see you here. Ain't even disrespectful, Daniel. Ain't even disrespectful. No disrespect, Flawless. I reckon you will finish about 15th or 16th after that. I hear you. I just said 0-6. It's not even disrespectful. I legit looked at our next 6 and went, nah. Just bear in mind, Side's here every day, and he's on the channel as well. Like, he's on the members Q&As as well. Side's here all the time. He was in the fan calling show on Monday, and he was in the chat Tuesday. But I didn't see you here, Carl, after. Where was you after Grimsby and City and Brentford? Yeah, Side don't run nowhere. So you're at Newcastle, but okay. I just wanted to know who the 5th was. First, Carl. First. But yeah, accusing Side of running. Side's a lot of things. Absolute prick, yes. Waste man, yes. Just a terrible individual and an awful human being with a woeful personality, yes. But he don't run when it comes to the footballing side of things. But I didn't see you here, Carl. You ain't been here. So big up Side every single time. That's my G still. Big up Side. So yeah, Side don't run. Like I said, Carl, we ain't seen you here. Brentford, City, Grimsby, Fulham. Nah. Boy. Yeah, Dante was winding them up. Side's a bully, though. He called me a fraud. One of the few times I actually agreed with Side. Yeah, Dante was on his case. Shout out to Lex, who just popped up to say he gets in his chat and then left. Make sure you subscribe to Lex, people. But hey, subscribe to me right here, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV, as well. Make sure you do so. Daniel, it's crazy work, man. So ironic you hear you can message after a win. All right, man. But I appreciate you supporting regardless. So thank you. But we'll be here, man, for that 14 and that 14 points in the next 7. Oh yeah, Verts is gonna get his GNA against us. He's gonna get his first GNA. I actually don't think we. Let me not even say that, but I think he'll get his GNA. But yes, people, subscribe to the Clips channel. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. Make sure you follow the Spotify as well. You haven't seen who in free losses? You ain't been watching, Carl. You was here yesterday. So you wasn't here yesterday, was you, Carl? He was on the channel, literally on screen Monday. Wait, let me go find it. Just to prove it, I'll just show you lot right now. Give me a sec. Literally Monday, he was on the channel. Like on the fan calling show. Hold up. Let me find this. Let me pull this up. To say you haven't seen him in free losses and we ain't seen you is crazy. That's the maddest part. Right, where we at? Hold up. Where is it? There we go. I'm just pulling it up now as we speak. And he was on the watch-alongs as well. Yes, clearly people ain't been watching. Thank you, nephew. I'm going to pull up the watch-along as well. He was on the watch-along for the Liverpool loss. All 3 of them, actually. Hold up. I'll just leave it playing. So for those that don't know, here we are. 1 second. Right here. That is Sai right there, people. That is Sai right there. You can see that. That is me. There's Sai. And that date was 2 days ago, people. October the 6th, 2025. It's now October the 9th. But I started this show October the 8th. So 2 days ago, Sai was right here. This is Sai, people. Right here. Raging, even though it's on mute, you know he's raging about Liverpool. He's also been on all of the watch-alongs as well when Liverpool have lost. Even if we've not been watching the Liverpool game. Just to clarify. Over on the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel. It's right here. I'm going to pull it up. 1 second. You don't see his face, but you hear his voice. And Sai has a very distinctive voice, people. Hold up. Bear with me. Let me screen share the next one. Just so you lot can see it. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Sarcasm City TV Clips from 4 days ago. 4th of October, 2025. Hold up.
He's making AMORIM mistakes. Selecting the wrong lineup. Playing wrong place in wrong positions. Playing defensive, not very, very offensive tactics. You have to go a little bit defense sometimes.
Fine.
Change the personnel. Change some tactics.
Let him go. Don't see. Let him go. Let him go.
I don't want to see this repeat again. Yeah, you got 3 games. That's it. I will give him only 3 games. Losing to Galatasaray, losing to Crystal Palace, I can understand. I predicted it will be a difficult game. Okay, it will. I can understand that. Losing to Chelsea, this Chelsea, it's horrendous. They don't have any centre backs. Donzi can play the centre back there. They don't have any centre backs right now, and we lost there.
Hold that, Donzi. Hold that.
Hey, mate, I'm not a centre back. Talking to some hench blood. You get what I'm saying? Like,
see,
hench are black. Like that's just disrespectful, bro.
See, for me, I see.
So just to clarify, people, please, please just fact check beforehand. So if you're a Sarcasm City TV fan, you'll hear Sai here often. Just to clarify, people. So that was him, Chelsea, the actual game itself. I said I haven't seen him free. All right. See what else you lot are saying. Oh yeah, Ryan was here. He joined. He was on one of the Q&As, and then he was in the chat, and then he wanted to join one of the Q&As, the one on Saturday, but I was closing it out. But Ryan be here as well. He's not gone missing. I wish he would actually. I wish he did hide and run and duck. I really, really do. Yep, it's mad. It is. Yeah. The 5-hour Q&A. He was there. So if you haven't seen the chat regular, how can you say he's not here? Come on, man, Kyle. You're smarter than that, man. You're better than that. Can't say someone's not here and then say, oh, you're not in the chat when they're on the screen. Sai's been here 2 days out of the last 4. Was it Saturday? No, Sunday. So yeah, he was here Sunday and Monday. He was here back to back. I wish he was here less. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't trying to chat to Sai like that. But, you know, we move. Yeah, we did the 5-hour stream Q&A because the show wasn't because of what's it called? Because I didn't do 2 shows that day. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna give you like a 5-hour stream. Yeah, it was 3 days ago. I think Ryan's on this one. He was on the 5-hour one, wasn't he? Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, here he is. 1 second. I was asking about him. Look, this is Ryan.
Can I ask you a question?
And he deserves all the credit. But
4 days
this
ago, people.
season, so far, if just this season, forget last season, just this season so far, he's been rubbish. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, Wes, but hold that question, just 1 second. I have a
Yeah.
question for you, and I know you got a question for Ryan. So yeah, just go back and check the past live streams. Chia Lee got on Pops is there. Yeah, they're hilarious. Them too. But yeah, people, just please ask questions. See, when I don't know shit, I'll ask you, look, hey, like about the tweet and stuff like that. Someone asked me about Turkish leaving AFTV. I don't know what went on. So, all right, people, we're closing out anyway. We are closing out. We're going to redirect over to the gaming channel. Don't forget, though, this show and all the other shows on the channel you see are available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. If you want to listen audio only, type in Sarcasm City TV, people. And like I said, all the shows you see on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, members content, is all on there. So please 5-star us and leave us a review on Spotify. Same way, if you are on iTunes, people, if you are indeed on iTunes, Apple Podcast, 5-star us, leave us a review. YouTube Music as well. YouTube Music as well. Yeah, it's cool, Carl. You can just ask. I'm going to just said, where is he? One thing he don't do is run. All right, we ain't seen you, though. Like I said, I ain't seen you here. All right, man. You can check. Go check, Carl, man. Big up, man. Every single time. Anyways, like I said, people, we're redirecting over to the gaming channel. It's just gone live. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button here. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot in a couple.